What if the food you're eating wasn't just grown but engineered? What if that maize, rice, or tomato was designed in a lab to survive drought, resist pests, and grow faster than anything nature has ever intended? While everybody saw this ad and they were like, "Oh my god, this is international," and they were so swooning over it. And let me be honest, I was also a bit starstruck, like, wow, in a Nigerian ad. This actually led to a huge conversation happening in Nigeria right now. This isn't about fear. This isn't about conspiracy. This is about control, choices, and consequences. Bill Gates is now deeply involved in Nigeria's food system, funding GMO crops, pushing seed technology, and meeting with top officials. That much is public. What most people don't see is a deeper concern. Who really controls your food? Our farmers or foreign biotech giants? Let me walk you through the story. From the launch of the Gates-backed Teller maize to how local scientists were bypassed to Nigerian activists raising red flags. This isn't just about agriculture, it's about who decides what we eat. That's the world of GMO, genetically modified organisms. And right now, Nigeria is stepping fully into it, backed by none other than Bill Gates and Melinda Gates Foundation. So, let's slow it all down. No panic, no politics, just facts. So first of all, what is GMO? GMO stands for genetically modified organism. In simple terms, it means the DNA of the plant or animal has been modified in a lab. Scientists insert genes from another species to give it new traits. For example, you can take a gene from a bacteria that kills insects and insert it into maize. Now that maize can now resist pests without pesticides, so reducing the need of pesticides or so. You can also make rice that grows in dry conditions or tomatoes that last longer after harvest, which helps the shelf life or helps during droughts too. These are not natural mutations. They are engineered on purpose using biotechnology. Today, GMO crops are grown around the world in countries like the US, Brazil, India, and now it has come to our door in Nigeria. So why are GMO used, and what is usefulness in agriculture? Do we actually even need this? So supporters of GMO say that they solve 4 big problems. 1, crop loss from insects. 2, poor yields due to droughts. Then the need for faster and bigger harvests, and also to reduce the over-reliance on pesticides. In theory, GMO crops offer more food, less risk, and fewer chemicals. And for countries facing hunger and climate stress like Nigeria, that sounds like a win. This is why Bill Gates is supporting them. In mid-2024, the Nigerian government officially approved a GMO maize variety called Teller. The maize was developed by Ahmadu Bello University with support from the African Agricultural Technology Foundation, or AATF. Gates visited Nigeria in the same year. He pledged $2.8 billion to support agriculture, nutrition, and health, and put a faster approval of GMO crops. He argued that Nigeria already consumes GMO through import, so why not grow it locally to reduce costs? So what's the problem here? Everyone agreed until we didn't. Let's be fair. GMO offer real benefits. They boost harvest, reduces the need for pesticides, helps, plants survive droughts, and also potentially will reduce food prices. So what exactly is the problem here? A smallholder farm planting Teller maize might avoid crop loss from pests and get more money per harvest. In a country with food insecurity, that is a huge deal. Even some Nigerian scientists have spoken in favor of careful, responsible GMO use. But now, there's another side to the story. Long-term health effects of GMO are still debated. Some animal studies suggest potential links to hormone disruption, fertility issues, or immune reactions, but scientists disagree. Then there is seed control. Many GMO seeds are patented, so that means farmers cannot replant seeds from last season. They have to buy new ones every year, plus the herbicides and fertilizers that go with them. That kind of increases costs. Doesn't that knock off one advantage? This also leads to dependency on corporations, not self-sufficiency, which is important to dignify agriculture and the labor that goes into it. GMO crops also risk causing superweeds, plants that adapt to surviving herbicides. So that means more chemicals in order to eradicate these plants. And finally, critics say GMO risks raising local seed tradition, crop diversity, and indigenous knowledge. So the question isn't, are all GMOs bad? The real question is, are we really thinking this through? And what are the long-term effects for it on us as consumers and also into the agricultural sector, which is also a huge part of the economic contributors of Nigeria? This is where it gets deeper. GMO adoption doesn't just change what we plant, it changes how our entire agricultural system works. In Nigeria, over 70% of farmers are smallholders. They rely on replanting seeds and knowledge, which are affordable methods. But with GMO seeds, replanting becomes illegal or impossible because of the patent rules. That means farmers have to buy new seeds every year from companies linked to foreign donors. Over time, funding starts going into biotech labs and GMO trials, not to local innovations like organic fertilizers, natural pest control, or climate-smart farming. The traditional solutions get sidelined, and the idea of agricultural innovation becomes defined by foreign technology, not by Nigerians' ingenuity. This is not a science issue. This is a potential economic shift. Groups like Home Earth, CODWA, and others have raised concerns. They have petitioned the National Assembly asking for transparent trials, clear labeling of GMO products, independent safety studies, and better public education. They also warn about conflict of interest. For example, some government agencies responsible for regulating GMOs like NAPDA are also involved in promoting them through international partnerships. The same people writing safety policies are also part of the marketing. That's a huge problem. Now, Nigeria has the right tools on paper. The National Biosafety Management Agency is supposed to assess risks, approve GMOs, and enforce labeling. The National Assembly can hold public hearings, amend laws, or even pause approvals for review. The Ministry of Agriculture can fund local seed banks and protect food diversity. But what is missing is transparency and accountability. Nigerians have the right to know what is in their food and what is happening in their soil. This isn't about hating technology, and it's not about blaming Bill Gates. This is about asking hard questions about ownership, access, and control. Is this really about feeding Africa, or is it about controlling its food supply and who supplies it? And if this is such a breakthrough, why are people in Europe so cautious about it? Why do many EU countries ban or heavily regulate GMO crops? The point isn't to reject the science. The point is to question the system behind it in order to understand and get answers. GMO is already in Nigeria, whether you like it or not. Don't let the decision be made without your awareness. Food isn't just about survival, it's about sovereignty. Now, the question is yours. Should Nigeria move forward with this, as it's backed up with Bill Gates and also biotechnology? Or should we pause, ask more questions, prioritize food systems that we can control ourselves? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you think that this is really a good innovation, or if you think that it might, in a way, further defund the agricultural sector, knowing how the mainstay of Nigeria, which is petroleum, has really been affected. Don't forget to subscribe for more hot takes, tip types, and exposés, and I'll see you in my next video.